How's it going, guys? I hope you can hear me over the generator, but that's what we have power at the moment here at the farm, and just thought I'd show you a bit of a look, step by step, bits and pieces, not the whole process, and don't have all the tripods and stuff, but just, yeah, this is my lithium battery build. So here we are, we're just going to do a top balance on all these cells here. The 16, they're 185 amp Sinopoly lithium iron phosphate battery. So I'll hook them all up, make sure they're all around the right way. That one's not. And treat them as one big giant cell. Charge them with me charger here. This charger only goes up to like 4.5 volts. It's only for charging single cell lithium batteries. So you can charge anything really at that voltage. I'll just plug them on, dial up the amperage right up, goes right, this little baby goes right up to 50 amps. So you noticed before I was wearing a t-shirt, I thought I'd get a proper bloody work shirt on, get in trouble. Anyway, I just figured out something. There's enough bus bars, I'll show you. There's enough bus bars for 16S, but there's not enough to go on positive and the negative side, so I think I'm just going to have to top balance in 2 packs, and they'll be pretty close anyway because they'll be, you know, 3.65 each set, so not too worried about it. Or I could just join them and join them up with a cable. I'll have a bit of a look, but just there's enough bits and pieces there for 16S, but when you double it up like that, it's not enough. Look at that. Yeah, decided to be a little bit more safe. So I've got my glasses on now that I'm hooking up all the power and the charger and everything. So yeah, I'll just flip it around and show you. Here we are. We're still charging this second bank of 8, and thought I'd just show you. So I got the single cell charger wound up to 3.8. It's actually wound up to 4, but it's not doing it. It's punching in 53 amps at the moment. The reason I've got it a bit higher than 3.65 is just the fact that the higher the voltage, the faster the amps are going to. I've got my meter here. I'm just slowly testing as it goes. But yeah, and so at 50 volts, this wire is warm, lukewarm water type temperature. Anyway, we're checking with the meter. .32 volts, so she's pretty much still the same as when we started, just within a few volts of it, a few points of a volt, I should say. Just shows you how much extra capacity these take in their high range. So here we are. I've had this second bank of 8. Remembering we didn't have enough bus bars to do a full 16 at a time. So this thing's been going pretty much all day. It's just ramping down now. There you see the amps are just starting to shallow out. 378 volts is a little bit different because it's a little bit not correct. So if I just check it here, 3.65, so right on the money. Just give it a little bit extra to like balance out, I suppose you would say. And we'll check him off in a minute. I'll come around here and I'll show you the battery. Yeah, so I've been going pretty much all day making this battery and just mounting the board and everything for the generator, it's not a generator, it's an inverter. I'll show you. It's my first battery build ever. Just made a little bit of a box. I didn't show you guys that because they're very boring stuff, cutting up timber and screwing it together. There's the box. So you just I've got vents, and there is room to mount the fan if we need it. And I've just got on off pre-charge button lift the lid up. Just use this wire here to hold the lid up. There we go. And we just got a couple of batteries in there just to help me see where things go. And we just got shunt, which goes up to there. There's the shunt. So main negative, I think is going to go here in the middle. Main negative, main positive. Just still got room to run the cable with the lugs. So lugs are. I've lost a lug. Here's one. Yeah, if you can imagine. So just run it a bit that way with both of them, positive and negative. We'll run it up here. Negative for the battery. Negative out. That'll go into the negative of the battery on the shunt, BMS that is. And yeah, these don't come with brackets, these ones that we got off FPV Power. Really good to deal with, really good product, just, yeah, they're no thrills, but that's okay, they still work, it's fine. So it'll go into there, and I have it orientated in such a way because there's little lights that come on here, so I wanted to be able to see them, and I also wanted to see the decal, even though it is Chinese, but you can read it. And then you just get another one on there, and then we'll just loop that cable down and then up to the lid, and it'll sort of sit there, and there'll be another and a big Anderson plug there, so you can unplug the battery if you need to. And I've just mounted the cell balancer boards. It's two because they're 8S. This is a 16S, this battery, and they get very hot, so I think that's the heatsink side. It doesn't have a heatsink, but I think that's the hot side, so we'll just see how they go. It's a little bit close to the battery, like given airflow, like, you know, it's not near it. We'll see, we can always move it. And again, if I had a printer and it was all deadly like, I could have put them in a proper spot, but yeah. And then the positive, she's just going to come out of obviously the main positive. I think it might change, but so far, and it'll run onto the lid, and then across, hit the isolator, fuse. There will be a fuse there, I haven't put that on yet, and then out of the box into that Anderson plug that will mount to the top. That way we'll just have our little pre-charge resistor mounted here, so I can come around, so I can resistor him, so as to not blow up the inverter. Some people do it without it and things. It's just, I don't know, best practice. Seen some good sparks. When she's a bit closer, I'm going to lengthen all these cables. They're all the monitoring and the cell balancing cables. They'll need to be lengthened, some of them. That's okay, I'll just put a nice soldered joint onto there or something. They're only small cables, they don't carry huge current. Should be fine. Anyway, that pretty much sums up today. Yeah, I'm sitting here with no shirt on, which is it's humid, hot. Gives a look tomorrow. We'll hopefully have most of it wired up and be able to switch it on. It's almost dinner time here, so there you can see our makeshift kitchen in the background there. And yeah, I'll give you a look before we switch it all on, and I won't show you all the settings and things because I'll teach myself that, or we might go through them once I've taught myself that, and we'll just have a look at set up what we did. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Welcome back to Holistic Harvester's battery build. I got a shirt on today. It's still very hot, but I got sunburnt inside the shed, believe it or not. Anyway, I was just setting the wires up like I said I was doing yesterday. Balance leads and BMS sense leads and whatnot. I'll just show you what I'm doing. So you got BMS with all the balance leads there. I'm just gonna hook them up and then show you. I had to lengthen all the wires just to make it all run all neatly. And then I got the two balance boards with all the wires, and some are orange. I ran out of red. Again, I lengthened them to run them neatly. Oh, there she is, all the BMS leads and the balance leads off the two balance boards. They're both 8S, so 8, 8, 16. And I just gotta tidy this up here. And it is working. Yep, you can make it out on the camera. You can see green lights on one, and then that other one's only just flashing a little bit. I don't know if it is working or that's something wrong. But it's got lights on it. It's a good start. Yeah. The just thing I noticed, this one here that's got the green lights on solidly, she's actually getting warm. Not too hot to touch yet, but obviously it's balancing all of those. So I can't see any lights are on, but let's say it's 8. And this one's only flashing a couple, so it's not doing anything unless that's a fault. I just thought that was cool. It's warming up. That's not doing anything, that one. Yeah, very, very cool. Holy shit, guys, that was close. So I was just in the box here, hooking up the power. This is power, with your negatives going through the bus bar. Anyway, this cover's on. Didn't have them on this side. It's meant to. Look at that. Live conductor there, straight on that bus bar. And all I was doing was getting the sense lead. This is the sense lead. Oh, fingers. Where's the camera? That there, when it focuses, is the sense lead for the battery monitor screen. And it actually hit that bus bar with that that bit there, and fully melted the wire off. I've since cut that back, the cheating, but it got it that well that the camera's actually not picking that up, but it's actually got it that well that it's welded all the ends together on the end, so they don't even fray. Look at that. Look at me. It's only a small wire, I imagine it was a big one. So I went and got the rest of these to cover the battery. Got a bit scared. Anyway, got most balance leads hooked up now. The BMS is just unplugged. Got to tidy them all up with zip ties and things, and what I'm actually going to do is zip tie some covers on these over here. Covers on the positive and negatives. Probably on them ones too, because when the box closes, it's not touching, but just in case. Alright, I thought I'd give you a look before I closed it up, so I've just made all the wiring nice and neat. And then I guess that's around there nicely like that. It gets a little bit crazy there. I don't know really what happened there, but anyway. EMS. Battery shunt monitor. Got two covers. Since I made a weld, I decided to put some extra covers on. Covers on the positives, as this lid will close down. It doesn't touch, but you know, as it comes down, just in case. And then I got the pre-charge resistor. I'm pretty much close the lid now and do the last little join. So close the lid. It's all sweet. Here's our last join into the positive. And the moment of truth. No sparks. I'll check the polarity, see if the fuse blows, all that sort of stuff. It's not plugged in yet. Ready. Oh, no sparks. No sparks. Can't smell any fire. Check the polarity. Helps if you actually touch on it. Oh, look. Polarity's good. Positive, positive, negative on negative. No negative symbol there, which it means polarity's back to front. Cool. Look at that. Anyway guys, that pretty much concludes the battery build. Besides, you know, running it, cycling it, testing it, seeing how we go. Yeah, once I learn a little bit more about this inverter up here, I'll give you a bit of a look at the settings and things, but for now I'll just get him ready to plug in, and we'll give him a good test and get the battery monitor to say that it's doing something, and set it all up, and then I'll give you another good look at it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hey, we might get some gardening next time. As we're going, guys, it's the same day that we finished the battery, so we just decided to do a bit of a test. We're going to be doing the fridge and fans. We're going to have it overnight, and the generator will be off, so we'll see, and then we'll get some PV hooked up tomorrow. I don't have much at the moment, but we'll get some hooked up and we'll try the generator. I quickly went through some of the settings just to make sure that the low voltage disconnect is not too low, even though the BMS will come in, but we'll see. So show you what we got. So there she is, she's on, and was charging my phone, did everything working here. Battery's going good. Got the monitor, one decides to, so I got the monitor there. Figure out how to make that automatic light, but it's going, it's not correct, but it's going. And then we will walk over here to the house. We will be running that big fridge there, fridge freezer, scenario, this little fan overnight. We'll just see what the battery voltage gets to. Anyway, I'll righto, so that you can see behind me there the sun's going down. So anyway, I'll get back to you, I'll let you know how it went. We won't have a true battery, like how much is left, because it's a bit out. It was meant to be set when it was fully charged, but even though I did top balance and that, they sat on the bench for, I don't know, 12 hours or so, so it's a little bit wrong, but it's close enough, and we'll fully charge it up with the generator when I figure the settings out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.